Okay, so we're back with another thought process video slash kind of review, but I did my placements last week, or sorry, this weekend, so I got a few games
Everyone
recorded,
signed
so
their life
we can see
insurance
how this
policies?
goes. I also got a new mic, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better. So we'll start. So about this game, I didn't actually pick the right hero, and the reason is I have this habit of zoning out at the start, like after I pick something, and then I only realize, 20 seconds later, oh, I picked the wrong pick, but I don't go back and change it, so it still kind of worked out, but I guess it's a good example of showing how we can win even with not such an optimal pick. So I guess we'll go. Okay, so we're running Anna, Zen, Hanzo, Widow, Sig, and Narissa. So double sniper composition. A BAP for me. I probably should be going BAP right now, but I would say with Diana. I don't really have any nano targets, so my idea when I don't have like any good nano targets is that I'll use nano to help our tanks push generally, and depending on the situation, I'll nano other targets, but generally the tanks. And we're against a soldier, Ash, Arusa, Mercy, Bap, and a Sigma. So let's see how this plays out now. Again, I'm pushing payload because they took high ground, so this is usually the support's job. Either one, just stay on payload, let the rest push up. Keeping my team topped. Might actually turn that audio down just a little bit, it's a bit loud. Okay. So my idea right now, build up my nano, see if I can get some nades on the enemy team. And we're waiting, oh yeah, we're waiting for a pick because we have double snipers. Really the double sniper, double shield, so how this comp is really going to be working is we're going to be looking for picks. And when we get a pick, then we'll push in. We'll be kind of slow pushing in because we don't need speed or anything like that, but yeah. We lose one. Try to sleep the Orisa, I fail. I know we lost one, so I'm just going to see if I can farm my nano by keeping everyone alive a bit, and if I can survive even better. I'm suspecting we'll just be falling back and dying kind of slowly. Yeah, we do. We lose the Orisa. Now something interesting that happens here is you'll notice I'm shooting while it's zoomed in, and when you zoom in, it turns into a projectile, but it's easier for the enemy to see, like they can see him over here now. So in retrospect, they should have actually punished me, but they didn't. Oh. So after the Orisa dies, I just sit here. This is a risky play. Either I should have just died and reset or tried to go back if I could, but no, I said I'd stay here and wait for my team to come back. The reason why this is risky is I could wait here 10 seconds and then they could find me, but my team could be ready to go while I die, so I die unnecessarily. But it also could save me dying to the enemy and giving them any bit of ult charge, so it's risky, but it works. So I stay alive. Almost have nano now. Team's coming back. I'm still waiting. So this worked out, but it's risky. And they should have punished it, to be fair. Okay, we get a pick, so immediately I'm thinking, all right, let's go. Let's just jump in. Almost have nano. I missed a sleep on the soldier. That's okay. The plan was good. If I could sleep him, or Zen could have killed him. So that's why I went for the sleep there. Keep my team topped. I almost have nano, so they get a res off. But if we can get another pick, I can use my nano to push us in. Put some pressure. They windowed, so I don't want to peek that at all. Our team should be pushing back a little bit until the window goes. Try to get in the end of Sigma. I do. That forces Sigma to push back a bit. Gives our Hansel some space. We get a pick, so now I'm thinking, okay, we're up one. I have nano. Let's nano the tank. Push up. And it seems to work out. Yeah, we make plenty of space. I should be quick surfing here, but I'm not for some reason. Okay, get a good nade. I keep our Widow topped. Yeah, and that nade helped us get the Orisa. I tried to sleep the Mercy. That was hopeful, I guess, but if I got it, it would have been cool. I go for the nade on him again. You'll see just a lot of spamming nades and sleeps. Again now, I'll probably be wanting to push the payload if no one else is, or if they want to push up. Yeah, I'm staying on payload now. I know they're regrouping, so... I'm waiting for... So, I want to be waiting till someone peeks here, then I'll know I can throw my nade. And oftentimes against this specific comp, I find hitting my nade off the back wall will actually hit the enemy, so That's what I usually look for when the enemy comes. I might do it here, I'm not sure. Yeah, I try it, didn't work out there, but it's fine. He dies, that's unlucky, that was... Yeah. We're down 1 now, I'm going to be playing a bit more defensively, I want to just keep everyone alive. Build up my mana. I know they use pull and they use dynamite there, so I call that out. Go for another nade, I don't know if does this hit? Yeah, I hit 2 here, so that creates some good space for us. All we're doing really is just trying to stay alive all the way for our Zen. Okay, again, we're just kind of waiting around. Honestly, our tank should have pushed up a bit here, maybe made some space for our DPS, but you know, that's how it is. Bob came. Usually, I want to be sleeping Bob. Yeah, I sleep the Bob. Gives us some more space. We lose our Sigma. We're just keep losing people here, so like all I can do is wait around and farm my nano. There's not much more I can do besides that and hit nades. Here, I know it's Sigma. I go for the nade, but I'm kind of... I should have peeked... You know, in retrospect, I should have peeked this, but... I was a bit afraid that he'd kill me. I got good sleep on him. I'm not really quick scoping this much, I'm not really sure why, but... Maybe I was just, I don't know, tired or something. Okay, we get a pick, that's good. They're rezzing. So now we know they've used res. I get an... I try to go for a nade. I missed a nade, unluckily. I want to sleep this... I want to try sleep Sigma. Okay, this was just bad then by me. So, well, the intention was good. I tried to sleep Sigma, that's good. If I slept him, that would have stopped it. I nanoed the Zen, I wanted to keep him alive, but obviously I nanoed that's a little too late, and it didn't go to him, so... that is just how it goes, I'm afraid. So yeah, good intention, bad execution. Now I have nano. Yeah, okay. Okay. So now, again, we lost someone, all I can do is try to keep my team alive. You see what I mean by this game wasn't great by me. As well as it just was not optimal from our comp. But I kept it. Mainly, I kept the Ana mainly because I just didn't die. Usually I switch when I die, but I didn't die for most of this first round. I think I only die fairly recently. Go for the nade, I missed it, that's fine. I sleep in, that's good. I'm trying to help our Sigma win the 1v1 duel. And he... okay. He wins, nice. So now we are up to... yeah, we have to pick there. So this is good for us. We should be pushing, but I don't think we have any... We've no tanks alive right now to help us push, so we're just waiting on them. When they come, we plan on pushing up and seeing what we can do. We also have trans, so we shouldn't be too afraid. I know they almost have... I know they have 2 ults for sure. They might have Ashel, that's what I was thinking at the time. And Zen ult will be perfect to keep us alive. And with the 2 picks we have, this should be winnable. As long as our tanks push, which I don't think they do. I know, because they're not pushing, I kind of threaten payload a bit. I really shouldn't be doing this because it's out of position, but at the same time, the tanks just weren't pushing up. So I had to do something. I try to go for a cheeky sleep on Ash, I miss it, but that's okay. Okay, this is where the Zen ult comes in. We get 2 picks. This is pretty guaranteed by us now. Our DPS are doing well. I think for that whole fight, our tanks weren't doing particularly amazing, but you know, what can you do? Here, go for sleep again. Yeah, that's one thing you should be doing against an Ashe specifically, saving sleep. And you'll find that Ashe is often played on Junkertown. Sorry, I'm a bit sick, but she's often played on Junkertown, so that's easy counter. Just sleep the Bob. That's what I always do. Again, I'm slowing it down a bit. I know we've got some picks already. I know we're up. I can just kind of roam around and keep everyone healed a bit and just not be too afraid. You'll notice I look around a lot. Like I look from person to person. I'm basically... How I like to think of it is just checking up on them, you know, seeing are they okay, are this person okay, is this person okay, and it's a habit you should really be getting into because if you don't check up on people, they're gonna die without you even looking at them. I still mess this up a lot, like you know, checking up is really difficult all the time. Sometimes I'll go a period of a few seconds of just not looking, and that could cost someone's life, you know. Our Hanzo's top right. That's a cheeky nade I like to do where, so. For context, whenever we're pushing the payload and we're about to get it to the final like destination of the part of the map, the enemy usually dives on us. So what I like to do is before they come, I'll set a nade, I'll back up, and then hopefully the nade will hit someone. If it doesn't, it's fine, but that's just kind of the plan. And I'll just back up and stay away from the payload because they'll dive me otherwise, and I'll die. If you stay on payload when payload is pushed up like this, you're out of position. So try to keep your distance. Here they didn't push. It was only one person. I wasted nano. That's my bad. Another reason, another thing that was bad by me. I expected them to dive me, but they didn't. And clearly I should have known because of the respawn times, but you know, it's just how it is. I want Hanzo to peek me. Very nice. Okay, again, thinking about ults. We've Hanzo, Dragon, and we have our Sigflux coming up. I know they don't have anything. They might have a window, I'm thinking, but you know, I don't think they do. It's kind of difficult to combo Flux with Dragon, depending on, like, if the Flux is really spread out, it's kind of hard. But the best opportunity here, I'd say, would be a pull Flux Dragon, that kind of thing, or even just pull Dragon. It really depends. I'm trying to go for cheeky sleeps. Obviously, a lot of them aren't hitting, but Genji used deflect. I call that. Now that I've noticed their Tracer is starting to jump on Arzena, I'm going to be paying a little more attention to him, because I don't want him to get one clipped or anything. Here, I'm keeping my distance. You'll see I'm away from the payload. I'm just trying to get as much view as I can. Now, ideally, I could be up here with our Hanzo, but I like to play rather safe, so that's why you see me down here. I hope this mic was worth it now. It was expensive, so... No, not even the mic. I got, the headset was expensive. The mic is just a little better than my previous one. I'll probably get a proper, like, you know, studio microphone or some shit like that at some point, but... It's HyperX microphone, so... Okay, we got another pick. That's really good for us. Again, keeping everyone top. I almost have Nano, so if I can get Nano now, as well as with the pick we already have in the enemy, I could use it to push up and help us win. I go for the sleep, I miss. I get the nade though, that's good. We lost our Hanzo. I'm thinking to myself maybe I should back up a bit, but we do have picks on the enemy, so it really depends here. Ideally, our tanks maybe should have gone up here with us. We should have jumped up and taken them off high ground, but we didn't. Okay, our Sig is going for an ult. I'm trying to keep them topped. Now I have Nano. I want to use it, but at the same time, the enemy... We haven't picked anyone off yet. I don't like using, like, in this situation, just nanoing Orisa, you know, it's kind of useless unless we have a pick on someone or unless we can actually take space. Because, so for example, if let's say I do a nano Orisa, right? All that's going to happen is that she's just going to shoot at the enemy Orisa and they're both just going to keep shooting at each other until the nano runs out. But if we get a pick, that forces the enemy to start backing up a bit. Our Orisa will have nano, she'll push up. The Orisa is more of a threat now because they're already down one. And it's a lot better for her. So again, set up situations with Nano where you have the advantage already. Sometimes you can create an advantage, so like, you know, Nano Blade, you don't need to get any picks with. You can literally just Nano Blade and go in. You know, that's scary enough. But with it just nanoing Orisa, you need to set her up somehow, and that's one way. Waiting for picks. I get a sleep. That's good again. Again, I'm just kind of looking for a Nano opportunity. I don't think I will hit one. I die. I think that's fine. Maybe I probably should have used Nano there, but you know, it's my bad. I think in retrospect, it might have been better to be up here, not be so close to the payload down there, and maybe nano someone from up on high ground, but you know, that was my bad. We've Lucio now. Okay, now I'm thinking, okay, I've held on to Nano for a little too long. I should get using it, you know, or else I'm just kind of throwing, so. Melio is just popping off. I think this Melio player is like a previous Contenders player, I'm not sure though. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, so I nano him because that Tracer is a decent nano target, especially in this situation. If I nanoed Orisa here, it'd be no real point. I mean, you know, we've pushed them far enough, we're literally at their spawn. So at this point, I should be nanoing for a kill, and Tracer's probably the best for that right now. I forgot about that, I got to sleep on him. This is something you should be going for all the time. You know, you won't always hit it. It's not a thing you should rely on, but you'll get better at it. Like, something I like to do, like, you know, when I was learning how to sleep Genjis and stuff like that, what I was always told is, get them when they dash up and in the animation cancel. But I personally find I get my most sleeps when they dash into me, because when they're dashing as well, they're animation cancelled or animation locked. What am I on about? So yeah. Now here I want to guarantee the kill, so I go with my Lucio to get it. But at the same time, I'm kind of leaving my teammates while doing it, so it's kind of a sticky situation. I'm not sure. Maybe I should just leave my Lucio do it, but no, I help him get it. Yeah, I get picked off. There's nothing we can do about that. It probably would have been better if I had a BAP, but it's or not a BAP, a break, but also I could have just gone BAP and it would have been easier. So I could have just picked the better, and I wasn't the best choice here. Okay. I think we just lose last fight. There's nothing more to it. I'll just go to yeah. Or we win. Sorry, we win it, but okay. So here, let's look at our comps again. I switched to BAP because I finally fucking cop on. It just took me a whole round. We have time, so I'm glad. That's always good. So we're running BAP, Zen, Hanzo, Widow, double shield. So yeah, this is the idea. This is the proper kind of comp we should be looking at here. Double sniper comp. Double sniper is usually run on Junkertown. It might not be in whatever rank you're in, but usually it's run. What they're running: Mercy, Sig, BAP, Hog, Tracer, and a soldier. Strange comp, not really a comp at all. Yeah, they have a bad comp, so we should be winning here. Or maybe they switched it again. I don't know. No, to keep it. Okay. Yeah, bad comp by them. Doesn't really make much sense. So I guess I'll explain a bit why this might be bad. So, there's one good thing here would probably be the soldier and the mercy. Mercy gives a bit of damage boost to the soldier. It's good pressure. But there's no synergy between our Hog and our Sigma. I don't know. There's not really. And usually you don't want to pull for the Hog or something to help him get a hook. Sigma has nothing like that. A rock to stun someone, but that's about it. We have a Tracer then as well, and a BAP. Doesn't make much sense. A BAP is good because of his window, but it's usually best with hit scan. Now Tracer is a hit scan, but obviously not a hit scan. Sorry. Tracer is close range, and it's very rare that a BAP window will work with a close range character. Usually, it has to be medium to long range. So just this whole thing doesn't really work. Not very well, anyway. Okay, here, literally just keep my team alive. I know this is something that happens a lot, at least for me in where I play, but Hogs like to come under and look for hooks. So look for them, see if they're coming around you looking for the hooks. If they are, call it. So Sigma obviously shielded me here, or just know of it. So what I always like to do is hide under the stairs, or hide over the stairs. Sorry. So we missed his hook. We called that out now. Okay. Again, how I should be working BAP here is I want to build on my window. I want to ask my Rissa, hey, can you pull for me? And then I window, and then we should get some free damage and possibly kills. Again, keep you on top. I'm afraid of dying here, so no cooldown. Want to do some damage on the Hog. It's kind of weird. They're not really in my sights right now. Okay, so they get a res. We are down one. At this point, I'm kind of a little afraid, but we'll see. I'm thinking to myself, if they push us, I'm going to back up. But if they don't push us, we're going to keep the ground. And I know our Sigma's pushed up a little bit, so I want to see if I can save him. That's my bad now. Obviously, I focused on the immortality field, and I gave him my one a little too late, and then he died. Oh, the sword though. Okay, he used his hook. Here, I want to just find my window. I don't think it's winnable, so I think I'll just back up and avoid the Hog. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe I can window up here, but I don't think anyone touches, so we're not able to. Yeah, okay, we back up, that's fine. So, at this point, usually for this kind of comp, we'll reposition up here and just rain down damage. It's good to be just this you don't want to be low ground on this map. You always want to be up here shooting down. So that's where we're going to reposition to. Again, I know I have ults coming up, or our team does. We've Dragon, Window, Flux, possibly a Orisa and a Zen ult. So I know they have ults too, though, specifically because when they won the fight, and usually when I think to myself, okay, they won the fight, they're going to have another advantage better than us. Okay, they use one ult. I'm thinking that's actually pretty good for us because I don't, wherever this soldier ulted, I don't see him. He's not up here, and if he's low ground, that's just too bad for him. So this is a bad ult by their soldier. Try to get some damage in through the window. So I would say this is a good window by me, but this is more like a bad positioning by the enemy. They just all kind of came out and died. So yeah, but that's a good example of why you should be up here using your ults and all that kind of stuff, especially as BAP. It's just OP. Like, you know what? Let's just show the soldier what he did. And this is just exactly why it's bad to be shooting him down here. I think he wants to ult now. Look at this, see? You know, what is he shooting at? You know, he can't get anything from there. So, yeah. Okay. So now we're thinking about the next fight again. We only used one ult for that fight, so that's really good for us, and they used their soldier ult. And their Mercy ult time. They just used their pulse bomb as well. So they've wasted 3 ults there. So I'm really happy about that. They use window there, and they use flux. But we already we've plenty. Like they literally wasted their whole ult economy right there for nothing. So that's really good for us. That's too bad. I should have. I don't know. No one heard him. That was just weird. But he used his breather there. I called that in comms. Okay, now we're backing up. We lost our Zen. You know, if we lost anyone else, maybe we'd have stayed there. But their Zen, you know, that's a crucial fucking character in our composition. So. Oh, I don't think I mentioned Zen in this comp, but well, we have a Tracer now, but we had a Widow. Anyway, for Zen is really good because Orisa will be pulling, and everyone wants to focus her pulls and see if we can get a kill. Zen's Discord Orb is so good for just helping us mow that pull down. So Zen is really good in this comp. Okay, I'm keeping my heal up. Use breather again and hook. See if we can get a pick from that. Ideally, I should have stayed up there. I fell down though. I think I was afraid that they'd be caught out, so I came down with them. Yeah, and we win then. They just clean up. Mainly, the enemy team was struggling because they just used so many ults early on, and their ult economy, they basically need to spend another minute just building it up, and they're only coming back now. But they have McCree now. You call that. You can always keep tabbing, see if they switch characters. They usually will after a certain amount of team fights. At least someone will anyway. We get another pick. Our DPS is carrying right now. That's an interesting spot. I've never seen that. I don't know how the Tracer got there, but yeah. I probably just stash over it. Alright, so again, I hear someone. I think someone's behind us. I don't think I noticed Hog was underneath, but I'm just trying to get some damage in. If we could pick him off, that'd be good. Obviously, I have to pick him, so I can't. But again, I try for. So I guess this is good for zoning, but at the same time, I don't think they were going to come out. I thought they'd make another mistake where they'd come under again and just let us get them for free. I was wrong, obviously, so that's fine though. Wasted one out. We still have more. We got another pick again. We lose one. That's okay. They get a res, not as okay. Now we're a bit more worried. They're definitely pushing on us. We're down 2. Just not looking good right now. Down 3. No, down 2, sorry. That was a good, that's an example of how you can save your teammates with, this is more of a reaction thing. Like, you have to kind of, if you don't have the reaction speed, you'll need to kind of practice it. But it is really handy. Here, keeping alive. Honestly, I'm thinking to myself, we're probably going to lose this, even though we got a pick. But I say I'll just keep keeping my Orisa alive anyway, because that'll help me get my window. Orisa does die. I just want to stall a bit if I can. I get up. So that was, if I could have gotten up here and stayed alive, or even, so I think, okay, I made a mistake here, which was falling off high ground. If I stayed up here, if I stayed up there, I would have had an easier time keeping both my Zen, all three of these characters alive. So honestly, I shouldn't have dropped down. That was my bad. It's a habit I have of just dropping down every once in a while because I get bored or whatnot. So don't drop from high ground when you don't have to. That's what I'm trying to say here. And I don't know, do we lose that? We lose that, and that was probably my fault, honestly, because I dropped that. Yeah, my fault. Because I'm retarded. Alright, regroup to the last point. We only have 3 minutes to defend, so I'm a bit more happy about that. Again, trying to find my window. I'm looking around. Sometimes you'll see I'm not even looking at people. Look around, see if I can find anyone. If I can't, shoot at the enemy. Again, I'm shooting at the enemy there because, number one, doing a bit of damage is always good. Number two, when you don't have to heal your teammates, you should be doing something else. You should be going for damage. You should be looking around. You should be doing something. Just don't stand around. I have a habit of standing around as Mercy, but on other characters not as much. I'm trying to do some damage on the shield. That's something. Get my heals. Waste. Well, okay. So this is again, you know, I have a bit of muscle memory for me now, where sometimes I'll use it when a pulse comes down because I feel like someone's gonna die. That was mistakenly used there. I don't think it's fine now anyway. Wait, what happened to the Zen there? Wait. I think Zen got boosted. Wait. What is this now? Wait now. He did. Okay. Okay. So yeah, listen. You'll see our DPS are just doing loads of work. They're just constantly getting kills. They're kind of carrying us and the tanks, to be fair, because the tanks are just kind of sitting around. I find this game, not so much in defense, but definitely on offense. Again, keeping everyone alive. I don't need to use window yet, mainly because no one's grouped. Like we've some people on low ground, some people on high ground. You know, I prefer to use window when everyone's there. I'm not too afraid about my Marissa because the Marissa's down by Mega. I don't know if Mega's up, but it's there if she needs it. Again, I'm waiting for her to just come out. You know, she's just kind of in a weird spot. Here, she's finally out, so I decided to use window. I die. I think it's good anyway, though. Again, it probably would have been better to use window up here, but because the Orisa dropped and the rest of our team dropped, I said I would come down and do it down here. Because I'd rather have my window on low ground with everyone being able to use it than on high ground with only me being able to use it. For the most part. Sometimes it'll be better if you use it, but you know. Okay, again. Regroup now. We know there's only about 2 fights left, if that. We're getting picks, we don't worry too much. Generally, you'll see by the kill cam, it's our team's just winning a lot in terms of kills. I don't need to do much. Wasted regen, actually. I wasn't near my team, but that's okay. Again, keeping them all topped. I know ball is behind us now, so I mentioned that in comms. I almost died, that was my bad. So I'm looking after ball. I want to be high ground, but again, our Zen's low ground too. I want to stay with our Zen because if he gets dove by the ball, we're fucked. So I'm trying to stay close to my Zen where I can. Ball wastes his ult, so he got fucked. I'm gonna hide here for a bit until their soldier moves. I think my thought process here was I thought he had ult, so I kind of stayed here in case he'd use it on me. Obviously, in retrospect, he doesn't, but just keep everyone alive now. Waiting for people who died to come back a bit. We're pushing slowly now, you know. Again, playing safe. We died one, or we died one. We lost one. He ults from up there. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I just want to see if I can heal everyone, maybe a stall point, and we regroup for the last fight. Doesn't look like we're gonna win it. Yeah. Again, late immortality on me. What can you do? And here, yeah, I want a stall point. Okay, next fight I want to be windowing straight on. I'm basically just going to window straight away when I come out. That's what I want to try to do. With somebody else, this is actually looking pretty free for us. Yeah. And this is perfect. That's another example when Sigma ults, Windows pretty good combo because obviously everyone's just kind of standing still. You know, similar concept to when Kree ults and Sigma and Kree combo as well. So, or sorry, Cassidy and Sigma combo. So we do a bit of damage. I put the immortality down because I don't want the soldier to one-tap me. So, and yeah, we just rain damage and the team cleans up. So. Yeah, mainly DPS diff, not gonna lie there, but yeah, that's what you get when you get a previous contenders player. So, all right, so yeah, that's it, boys.